Hey, I'm Dave of GameZombie.tv, and I'm here with Chad, a producer of Mushroom Men, and he's actually showing us a demo right now of the game. Could you tell us a little bit about what you're showing us?
Yeah, sure. Right now I'm playing the Wii version of Mushroom Men, and what it is, you play this little 3-inch character called Pax, this little bolt-eating mushroom. He's on a quest to go find this meteorite chunk to bring back to his village, but he stumbles upon this shed that's full of kudzu vine, but they're being eaten up by rabbits. So the kudzu are basically telling him, get rid of the rabbits, and we'll let you through the shed.
All right, so I know Les Claypool is actually somehow incorporated with this game. Could you talk about what he's doing with the game?
Sure thing. He contributed 4 unique music tracks to the game. So he's a big fan of the storyline in the game. So his kids actually helped convince him to do songs for this. So whenever the consumer buys the game, they'll get 4 unique tracks that you can't get anywhere else.
So you play as a mushroom, and I guess there's a meteorite involved. And beyond that, what's going on with this?
So basically, what's going to happen is Pax, the character, he crafts his own weapons out of trash he finds on the ground. So right now, the weapon he's holding is called the Iron Thumb, which is a DS stylus with a piece of bubble gum and a thimble. We don't have any difficulty levels in the game either. There's no easy, medium, or hard. What we've done is made the actual combat encounters themselves a difficulty setting. So if I want a more robust encounter for combat, I'll go head-to-head with the rabbit, or I can use one of my spore powers called telekinesis, and I can knock objects over and take care of the combat for me.
All right, so it sounds. And does that only come into play at certain times in the game, or you have to see certain objects that you can do it with? How does that work?
You'll notice there'll be a reticle on the screen, and if something's TKable, then the reticle will actually change, as well as since this is an action platformer, I've got a toy sticky hand. You'll see the reticle change into a hand, and I can launch a toy sticky hand that'll let me grapple certain surfaces and be able to traverse the environment a lot easier.
I sort of wish I knew that when I was playing the game yesterday.
No, that's the biggest thing is we really try to tell people, once they learn how to use the sticky hand, they're able to get all over the environment.
Okay, and when I was playing the game, it was sort of the waggle controls. Is there anything else you're using? You do have the stylus now, I do see.
Yeah, so basically, combat is simply done with a simple shake of the Wii remote. That's it. But I can also use Pax, his cap. I can put him into a defensive mode where his cap is used as a shield. And to help me get around the environment easier, I can also use his cap as a glider to slowly descend to other areas that I might not otherwise be able to get to.
Okay, so he sort of uses every part of his body, essentially. Everything he finds on the ground can be used as a weapon.
Exactly, and even when he's in combat, when I get attacked, my damage indicator will be done with parts of my cap become missing. So that way, we keep the heads-up display very minimal for the player so they can really look at this big, unique world. So as you see, I'm missing cap pieces on my brain.
Okay, well, you better stop doing that because I think you're about to die.
Oh, I'll take care of these guys really quick.
I was starting to not trust you anymore as a person telling me because I thought you were bad at the game.
There we go. Now see right there? Now I'm getting health pieces when I kill certain enemies, and I see little pieces of my cap come together, or I can find these spore chunk generators right here. By simply hitting them, they'll also release health as well.
All right, yesterday we were just beating up on the rat. Like, what are we doing this for? All right, that makes sense. So he's sort of a health generator over there.
Yes, he is.
Okay,
yes, he is.
A nice disgusting one at that, but it works.
Well, it's either the rat or we also have plants, infected plants, that you can hit as well.
Okay, but that's interesting though, because you don't have to have it on display. Your health bar is just right there, and it kind of puts you more in the game.
It totally does. It totally does. We wanted to really keep the player immersed into what they're doing, so that way they could actually spend more time exploring instead of having to worry about what to go do next and everything else. They can really play this at their own pace.
All right, and is there, I guess, anything else you want to talk about the game before we wrap up?
The biggest thing is we got the DS version coming out in October and the Wii version coming out in November, but the DS game is totally separate from the Wii version. The DS is actually a prequel to the Wii version, so you don't have to play one to understand the other, but if you play both, then you get the full storyline in the Mushroom Men universe.
And does that also have a lot of stylus usages in it?
Yes, it does. In fact, in the DS, there is we have 4 different control schemes. Some are stylus heavy, some are button heavy, but you get to craft a lot more weapons in the DS game than you do in the Wii game.
All right, so again, that's Mushroom Men. It's going to be coming out later this year. And if you have a Wii or a DS, you can look forward to playing and a little bit of goofiness and fun from both Gamecock and Les Claypool.
GameZombie TV.